Well, hello again, my friends. I'm online for the Vatican Museum. Looks like it might be another half hour or so before I get in, but I've already been on for a half hour. And altogether, mine seems to be moving fairly well. So, see when we get in there. This is for the Sistine Chapel and the other sites. On my way to the Vatican Museums, I passed some Vatican guards. I wonder why these two were saluting the old man. Maybe he's a retired compadre. Well, I'm inside, and right now we're overlooking the Vatican Gardens. Absolutely beautiful. It's the Dome of St. Peter's Basilica. These are plaster casts of the three virgins of the Pietà, the most famous one being the one that's on the left. I had the good fortune of being 10 years old at the 1964 World's Fair and seeing the actual Pietà when it was exhibited. It was maybe the first great piece of work, of artwork, that I've ever seen, and it was magnificent. Unfortunately, the original Pietà was damaged by vandalism, and so I'm not sure where it is, if he is now, but I know that basically some guy busted off the nose of the Virgin Mary, I believe, and it took a long time to recreate it. So where the original is, I'm not sure, but the plaster casts are themselves magnificent. These are by Michelangelo, if I didn't mention it before. Michelangelo. These are two triptychs, actually a double-sided triptych by Giotto, commissioned for the old original Basilica of St. Peter's around 1350 or something like that. These are fragments of a fresco. I'll have to go back and check the name of the artist because I forgot it as soon as I read it. This is a masterpiece by Raphael. Madonna and Child. Transfiguration. Basically, I guess is Jesus ascending to heaven. I have no words. No words at all. This is a sketch of by Leonardo da Vinci of the, who is it? St. Jerome. It's unfinished. I don't know where the final piece is. These are more preparatory sketches by Bernini for statues that are in the apse of St. Peter's Basilica. Of all the Bernini sketches, I found this one, damaged as it was, to be the most powerful. Well, having just left the Pinacoteca, I'm now out in the Vatican Gardens, and it's just so peaceful. I'm getting away from the picnic area. I'll stroll around the garden. Sometimes it's nice just to get out from the crowd and just explore nature. And I'll take some photos and I'll post them up. Well, I'm starved, so time to have some lunch. I got a ham sandwich, fruit salad, and a beer. And I am really looking forward to chowing down because I am starved. Hey, here's the spot. So, while I eat, I indulge in a little people watching. It's one of my secret pleasures when walking the street. Well, after that tasty and surprisingly inexpensive lunch, heading to the Sistine Chapel. We all know what's there in the ceiling. I hope to see a whole bunch of other stuff, but definitely the ceiling is going to be the highlight of this entire trip so far. on my way to the Sistine Chapel, but this is the Sala delle Muse, which is part of the same edifice, I guess. Don't know who did this ceiling.
Because of the crowds, I shot very few photos from this point forward. I will do voiceovers where I can to explain the video.
Now we're in the Gallery of Candelabras. The Galleria degli Arazzi.
The tapestries on the left were designed by Raphael in 1514, depicting the life of Christ. The tapestries at the right illustrate the life of Pope Urban VIII. They were created about 100 years later.
Now the Galleria delle Carte Geografiche. There are maps of the world along the walls. At least the world as it was known in the mid-1500s.
The panels map the entirety of the Italian peninsula and are considered about 80% accurate. But I was most impressed by the artwork on the vaulted ceiling, which was created by a group of Mannerist artists including Cesare Nebbia and Girolamo Muziano.
And a very ornate ceiling. According to this, we've still got a ways to go before we get to the Sistine Chapel. So, let's continue. This is now the Appartamento di San Pio V, if my Italian is correct. St. Pius V, or Pope Pius V. Okay, this is now the Gallery of Sala Sobieski, which is named after Jan III Sobieski, King of Poland. In the mid-1600s. Well, we're getting close now. This is the Hall of the Immaculate Conception.
These frescoes celebrate the dogma of the Immaculate Conception, proclaimed by Pope Pius IX in 1854.
Ufficiale, but late, because in reality, the dogma was already believed in the Catholic Church.
A kind gentleman following one of the tours just told me that the floor in this room was 2,000 years old and was taken from a Roman villa and then reassembled here. Look at the details. This is the Stanza di Eliodoro. Eliodoro, I was right the first time.
This is one of the 4 Raphael rooms, painted by Raphael and his workshop. Its theme is the heavenly protection granted by Christ to the Church.
This is the room of Constantino, currently under reconstruction. I can't imagine how old this floor is.
These paintings were designed by Raphael, but completed by his workshop after his premature death in 1520.
This is the room of the Signatura, or la stanza della Signatura.
The Stanza della Signatura was the first of the Raphael rooms to be decorated. It was the study house in the library of Pope Julius II, in which the Signatura of Grace Tribunal was originally located.
I'm guessing that Signatore means signature. And this is some pope signing something. I don't know what. I'll have to look it up. Well, I can't believe it. I've gotten this close to the Sistine Chapel, and the place is closing. They won't let me go any further. How disappointing.
Fortunately, this was not the end of the story.
Well, I got to the Sistine Chapel just before closing, but the bad news is no photography or video is allowed in the Sistine Chapel. So I've got no photos or video to show you of my experience viewing the wonderful ceiling by Michelangelo. So instead, I'm going to have to put up some photos that I found on the internet. It's not the same as seeing it live. I guess if you want to see it yourself, you'll have to see it yourself. So I hope you've enjoyed my little adventure. The ending was disappointing, but it is what it is. I still got 3 more full days in Italy, and I planned to drive down to Pompeii. Hopefully that'll work out well. So if you like what you're seeing and you want to see more, please give me a subscription if you're not already subscribed. Give me a like and a comment and hit the notification bell right down there so that the next time I upload, you'll see it right away. Again, I thank you for joining me, especially if you watched this far. And until the next time, I'll see you. Bye.